fighting soldiers from the sky, fearless men who jump and die, men who mean just what they say, the brave men of the Green Beret, silver wings upon their chest. These are men, America's best. 100 men will test today, but only 3 win the Green Beret. Trained to live off nature's land, trained in combat hand to hand, men who fight by night and day, courage take from the Green Beret, silver wings upon their chest.
Greetings from Bangkok. Tom Pryor here again with 23kgold.com. That short intro was just my way of acknowledging the veterans on Veterans Day, and I just want to mention that a lot of my customers are veterans, and I want to thank you for your service, and also thank you for supporting this channel. I really appreciate it. This chain that I'm wearing is one of the, I would say, one of the most popular chains that is purchased because it goes back a long ways. It's an anchor link chain, solid core. All of the anchor links that I sell are solid core chains. That's what guys want, and they like the density of it and they like the durability of it. When you first get one, they're very stiff. It takes about 2 weeks of wearing it to get it broken in. This is one that Max purchased, and he purchased this 6-spot chain along with a crucifix, which is going to go on the clasp. And this is how the Thais wear it. They wear the chain like this. They put the clasp on, or in Thailand they put an amulet on it, and then it falls in the front like this. This one is 23.5 inches. It's going to stretch out to 24 inches because of the malleability of the gold. So this is about where it falls on me, 23.5 inches. It's one of my favorite links, and the other most popular link would be the aviator style bar link, and we have had challenges in finding goldsmiths that can make those, and this is definitely the time to look into a bar link chain if you're interested in that design. Now this, as I said, is a 6-spot anchor link, highly polished. The link diameter on this is 4.6 millimeter with an M clasp. And remember, the M clasp needs to be opened in this way. And I'll do this in a close-up if this is not visible. You twist it to close, and you twist it to open. You do not pull it open, and by twisting it will definitely increase the longevity of this clasp. And when you're buying a heavy chain, you really don't have to worry about the clasp breaking for years and years because they're made very thick. The rule of thumb on a clasp is 1 gram of clasp per baht of gold. So when you're ordering a 5-baht or a 6-baht or 8-baht chain, you can expect a very heavy clasp. Now this is one style, 23.5. Now let me show you something else. Christopher ordered this chain. This is a 7-baht anchor. But what don't you see on it? A clasp, because this is an endless design. It's really functional because you don't have to manipulate the clasp or worry about whether the clasp is closed or not. You just have all of that gold that would normally go into the clasp, and in this case it's a 7-baht, so you would have about a 7-gram clasp. All of that gold goes into the chain itself. So the link diameter on this 7-baht is 5 millimeter. and this one is 24 inches. So this is what an anchor link endless style 7 baht chain looks like in 24 inch. But when I'm taking this 24 inch endless style anchor link off, I'm just able to just slide it right over my head. It's a beautiful job, and I hope you like it. Took quite a while to make this one, about 3 weeks, but I think it was. I hope it was worth the wait. And thank you again, Christopher. Now, if you were thinking about ordering a second chain, you want to make sure that the difference between this chain and the one you're purchasing, or if you're getting a longer chain, make sure that it's about 3 inches minimum difference. Recently I met a really nice guy from Seattle, Washington. He was good enough to give me a call when he was in country, and he was interested in purchasing a 15 baht Barlink aviator style chain. It was the second one that we've ever made. What he did was he took an old chain that he had purchased before, and he turned it in and got the full spot price for that chain, minus what they call a gap fee, which comes to about $28 or $30 per baht. So when you take a chain and you want to turn it in, they're going to check the spot price for that day, and then they're going to subtract a gap fee, which is the fee that they say cost for the refinement of the gold. So after that, he had quite a bit of cash, and then he wanted to upgrade to a 15 baht aviator style chain. And but what was interesting about that, by the way, that is in process right now. So I'll be showing that chain to you when it's finished in just a couple of days. But the interesting thing about the story is I couldn't meet him to go to my wholesaler, so I called the wholesaler ahead of time and told them that a friend of mine was stopping in and he wanted to turn in a chain and cash it in and everything. And so there was no problem with that. He showed up at the gold shop and they waved him off. And I talked about this in a video before, and people said that this is unlikely to happen. I mean, some of the guys in Thailand were telling me that they've never run into this. Well, I run into it quite frequently, but I spend a lot of time in Chinatown, and I'm always looking for new places to buy jewelry. So I do run into it. And in a previous video, I was talking about why that is. And one of the main reasons is if it's a wholesale shop, they only sell in quantity. And so when they see a foreigner come in, they just automatically think that they're just a retail buyer, which is really not right. Because when I go into a gold shop, often I will spend well beyond their minimum order, which is about 1 million baht. So they just arbitrarily wave you off, and that's what happened to Chris. And so Chris is standing outside of the door thinking that he should be able to go in, and they're saying, no, thank you, go away, go away. And finally, someone recognized that this might be the guy that I sent over. They let him in, and he was able to talk with the owner, and who is a super nice guy. I've been dealing with him for over 15 years. So anyway, he traded his chain in, and that is the end of that story. But I just wanted to bring that up because if you're in Chinatown and you go to some of the shops, don't be disappointed if they wave you off. Number one, they don't want to speak English to you, even though most of their children speak English and they're there. And number two, they just don't want to deal with a retail customer. They want to deal with somebody that's going to lay down some big dollars and walk out with the jewelry. They don't want to take any orders or anything like that. So I just wanted to mention that to you. If you guys like the content of this channel and you want to keep in touch with me, please like the video, hit subscribe, and maybe leave a comment. I answer all the questions, so please take this opportunity. We want to grow this channel so more people can learn about Thai baht gold. Thank you.